everything. And we're back.
And sometimes you just sit and you just sit back and just pay attention to what's going on around you. And in doing so, right, sometimes you observe some unique features from your family members. Or, in this story, my wife. Just weird shit she be doing. You just sit back and you like this. I was doing that for the last 5 to 10 minutes as we prepared to start this podcast. So welcome to another episode of MTMJ Podcast with the wife. And we're happy. That's why.
Just dump them out.
We.
You gonna try to find a way. I ain't mad.
I can't even get my laugh out or get out what I want to say.
Welcome to episode 162.
You sure it's 162?
Mm-hmm.
Man, we had the worst week ever. I'm just gonna just start there. The worst week ever. Oh like a day and a half after the pod, and we recorded no air. And then one thing I hate as a man, like when I can't do nothing, like because I don't know what to do or I'm not experienced in doing it. So as we went through this process of no air, it was just a lot of hot nights. The first night it was like cool because we still was like frosting from the frost. Half of the second night it was like, all right, we losing the air. Like we starting. It's like you losing oxygen. That's how I felt. And then the process of getting people to get here to fix the problem when they're paid already to fix this problem was just the biggest headache. So let's just say by day 3 going into day 4, shit was miserable. I get a haircut every week, so no air when you get a haircut, and then you trying to falsify air. Falsifying air. Shit is crazy.
How you faking air?
You faking air. That's what I mean. How? We got fans and it's like the heat is just blocking the air. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
Fur people get on my goddamn nerves.
Hey.
They piss me off.
Just know when you get these contracts with these air companies, make sure you get on the preferred list. Because there's a possibility that they would try to trick you in believing that you told them that they told you that your time slot would be a certain time and a certain day, even though you knew they told you your time slot was going to be the day that you called and a certain time. Or the time frame that they will call you and let you know they want to wait. So let's just say you gotta
keep calling now.
Like they asking us for business.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but we made it though. We ain't die. Nothing bad happened to us. Just ain't no way. Yeah, man. But that's the intro to this podcast, man. Hey, welcome back to another episode.
Hola.
Let's get it going. I got a conspiracy.
Huh?
I think this has been the Democratic plan all along. For Biden to do all the work needed to ensure when he stepped down that they wouldn't have no choice but to make Kamala Harris the next president of the United States or the nominee for the Democratic presidential election. That is my theory. I think if he had bowed out and told them everything they needed to know before all they had tallied up all their votes and whatnot, she wouldn't have had a shot. But this was the way that he could guarantee her an opportunity at really actually being the president versus having to do all them debates and all that other bullshit with all the rest of the candidates that's running for president on the Democratic side. This was the best way. All that shit he told the American people was a bunch of bullshit. What do you think about that? React.
Well.
You ain't think, did you? You ain't think I was going to start like that, did you?
I mean.
Pow! I'm starting that way.
I guess.
That's all you got?
Because, I mean, the way he set it up, if you say it's like that, it sounds like.
And this is just a conspiracy. Are you finished?
Conspiracy. It's the conspiracy for me.
I just want you to know. It's a conspiracy. That's the title. Write that
This
down.
is interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. And if it turns out I'm right.
Man, the best person.
She's skipping past this shit.
I mean, I really don't have much to, say about it because if I could, I would, I don't care for either. I don't want either, really.
Why you don't want Kamala?
I mean, she the female Pence. I mean, yeah, she's African American. No matter what she mixed with, she's African American. But like, you can't forget the stuff that she did when she was in California.
Yeah.
So women's rights and stuff, of course, that's gonna be the biggest push. To make sure that the women get their rights back, and that's good and great and all. But who really that is of us once they get in office is really gonna be for us for everything. Like, everything's not gonna get pushed through. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hardest part. Like, everybody has to realize that yes, the presidential election is big, but the biggest is always your.
I thought you were gonna say always one more time. Always.
No.
Always.
Everybody forgets about the votes for your electoral people. The Supreme Court. Like, those are the biggest. The presidential, but they don't have that final say. And that's where the issue comes in. Because people always hold the president accountable for so much stuff that don't happen or don't get pushed through. But it's not them with the final say. The Supreme Court is the biggest issue when it comes to Congress and everything. And if you have the opposite party that has the majority of who's actually the president, how's it ever going to work?
Boo.
What? What's the boo?
You taking away from my conspiracy and making it serious.
I mean, this is a serious situation.
Yeah, I know. You right. You would do this. You right. I went on my shit ass rant last week on the podcast. You are right. Everything you just said is right. You know why I'm gonna say it? I may not mean it from my heart that you're right now, but I'm gonna say it because you allowed me to say all that I needed to say as it related to my opinions on why Donald Trump sucks. You let him just
because he. Right. Did you just hear what he just did?
Yes. I've been hearing everything. I try to gloss over it, but then oh God. Okay.
He said
so they could do their job. I'm giving federal immunity to police officers.
She gonna replay it.
He said that he is
Going to give immunity to police so they can do their job. I'm giving federal immunity to police officers so they can do their job.
So
what's wrong with that?
You're giving federal immunity for them to do their job. So do you not just know what happened to Sonya Massey?
Yes.
Because the officer, so he take that as the officer doing his job, shooting her in her face?
No. I honestly.
Federal immunity, any officer that, I guarantee you, not every officer will have that immunity. Not every officer is going to get that immunity. It's going to be some pushback when one of us, as the officer, is the one that put somebody down of theirs. But you're going to give the crackers all the fucking immunity to go out here because they already said that if Donald Trump does not become president, we are already going to be on a racial war. We're already in a racial war. But it's going to be publicly known that y'all real life trying to take us into some slavery shit. Like, this modern day slavery is like, every damn day is something that's like bringing it closer and closer to like, we real life going through this shit. Like, this is what's really happening outside of my door. Like, you hear about the stuff that our parents and grandparents and stuff. Hey, yo, I'm gonna slap you. Because you fidgeting with that damn... I'm gonna fight them. But we talked about the stuff that we heard from them, like, ooh, that couldn't be me. I wouldn't be like, shh. I be damn. And then look what we going through. Like, it's real.
I think I'm only affected if I feel like I'm stripped of my obligation to be able to defend myself. And when I say defend myself, I mean verbally just taking up for myself. I told you a long time ago, if I start looking at this world where I feel I already understand what's understood don't need to be explained.
But sometimes it does.
Yeah, I almost would say I'm a bit naive to all those things. And I say that to say that because if I sit back and I feel like woe is me and I have to live with that type of mindset, life wouldn't be happy to me. Like I don't want to feel that way. I know how the workplace can make you feel like a child or box you into a situation where you don't feel like you have a voice, even though when you get hired, it's explained to you that you have a voice. Like, I know what that feel like, but I also understand, like, it's a certain level of respect you got to have for yourself, and then it's a certain level of respect that you got to demand. And most times when you demanding it, you got to earn that demand first. And I try to look at it that way versus, oh man, everyone's trying to make us slaves again, or they trying to overwork us, or they say and do things to dehumanize you or revert you back to what you probably was before you became a responsible person. But I also just try to like find a balance on what I try to fuss about and then see what type of changes I can make in myself. Because eventually, yeah, you're going to start saying it too much and you just going to handle it the way you handle it.
So with the Sonya Massey situation, did you read on that or see about it?
Mm-hmm.
What was your thought?
I think I'm kind of numb to it by now. So like, that type of shit is ridiculous though.
Yeah.
That especially when you as a Christian, it seemed like she said she was rebuking Satan, and then he shot her.
I rebuke you, but my thing is, you told her to go get that pot off the stove because you said you ain't, it was on, the pot was on, you didn't want no fire or whatever, and her holding the pot and he talking to you, and she was like, I rebuke you. He was like, I'll shoot you in the face. What? Like, how does that go?
Maybe I just wasn't listening because I think I kind of, in so many words, shut the audio off.
Why you gotta come over here?
Just plug it over your.
Why?
Okay.
Is it gonna work like that?
There you go. Yeah, what's going on? Is it up? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have an ID, that'd make things so much easier. I just a driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
What just happened?
I don't know. Just stop playing.
That's crazy.
What? That they don't want you to play?
Bring out my paperwork.
I will
What?
get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID real
Well, let's
quick.
get your
so I
ID
can test you.
first, and then
One task at a time here.
Okay. Let me
Here, grab your ID for me.
Hold on. Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your
Pause
paperwork.
I don't know where my ID.
First of all, like, I know for a fact, like, when you come in as the aggressor, when you're supposed to be coming in as the protector, and you aggressively trying to get her identification, and she called for your help, like, that's issue number one. You gonna impose it.
Hey, it's like it really does not want me to play this.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
just in that
have.
stack right there, maybe.
Okay. 1 second.
Check on her.
Let me get this.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
All right.
So you invited her to the stove, and now it's such a big problem now.
It's like it really does not want me to play this.
No, I know what it is.
Let me see. Okay.
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot!
The fucking
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
You didn't want her to rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and she said she was sorry after you told her you would shoot on her fucking face. Like, wow.
But yet, jobs that requires armed force work, polices or whatnot, are so easily and willingly to take on ex-military guys because they don't have to do all the training. Well, listen, brother. And I think everyone has issues, like some sort of issues, whether it's drinking or whatever they use to occupy their free time. So I don't even want to use the notion that the man probably had PTSD, and that reaction that he had to her with the hot pot was just triggering.
But you told her to
You
go
invited her
over there,
to that pot.
to the pot.
When you could have went over there and cut that off for
you could have
yourself.
you could have told your partner to go move that pot.
So,
But then you shoot on her face. You could have tased her. Like,
remember
what? That has always been something us on this podcast has stated, and more powerful people in the world who have responsibility over these type of trainings or procedures, they've said the same thing. They said stun gun. They say use a lot of they say try to use as non-lethal force as possible when approaching these type of incidents. And my only issue is third degree burn versus a life. Like, was your life really okay? But y'all backed up when you saw her with the pot that you invited her to get. Okay, cool. Then you tell her you'll shoot on her fucking face. What? Like, that's the first thing you gonna say. Like, I'll shoot you in your fucking face, and that's exactly what the fuck you do.
So that.
But y'all have had done so many situations where it's the white officers and then it's the kooky white guy twirling and flipping a knife at you, and y'all found all the ways to make sure he goes, y'all can take him down and put him in cuffs, but soon as a nigga, because that's just what it's giving, call for help,
I'll tell you this.
You become a person on a t-shirt.
All I tell you is I know they scared of black people.
Man, terrified.
They treat a lot of the officers like that guy. They treat us like we terrorists.
Like, come on.
So that means the next time a group of white people decide to gang up together and think they're going to rush the Capitol, you should start plucking their ass down then. And then see if we're going to get the same response and the same reaction if they was to do it to us.
Of course not. Of course not. And that's what it all boils down to.
Well, we've had one case.
And here it is. Trump wants to.
No, we've had one case
immunization.
where they actually did what they were supposed to do to officers. George Floyd. That's one case. So let's hope now, even though this guy's union is saying that the police department violated something that was collectively bargained with the union, and that the officer that they immediately terminated was due process before making the conclusion that they should be terminated. So let's hope that the process proves that the actions that you just listened to, that you've seen over the internet on all the blogs, that you've constantly seen in the news station, actually turns out and does what they're supposed to do. But also understand, they're going to make it extremely hard. And it's not going to be easy. And your attorney is Crump.
A Crump.
It is getting to a point now, no disrespect to your family, but it's getting to a point now that he is not the only attorney in the world. It is I wonder how much money
he's giving to Johnny Cochran.
He has to be the guy that's working with Capitol Hill. Listen, the nigga just pops up. He just pops up. You didn't know him from Adam and Eve 2 weeks before. The nigga just pops up now.
Yeah.
It's got to be more attorneys.
My man, TikTok popping. Ain't nobody else gonna be able to.
He should want us to know he ain't in cahoots.
Ain't nobody else doing what he doing.
I would love to know.
Can't nobody do what he do.
Like,
but I'm quite sure it's other attorneys that's out here that's doing
Sonya.
it, and they just moving in silence. Like, they don't need that camera. They don't need to be up front and all that. They making stuff shape the way it need to happen.
That nigga sound like Al Sharpton when he get up there and defend these families. You would almost think he is being literally groomed to be Al Sharpton number 2 for civil rights. Don't he call himself a civil rights defense attorney? Been the man. Because Reverend Al Sharpton said so, man. Been the man.
So.
Been the man.
All the crime and stuff that's happening.
Been that man. Been the man. That's funny.
Hey, so the shows we've been watching.
Where you want to start at?
I want to start at, what's the point of these streaming networks if they got commercials now?
No, they on what?
What?
On what?
We just had this conversation about the streaming networks now seeming like regular cable TV networks.
Yeah, it was a fight.
Like, it used to be beneficial to have certain networks or whatever to avoid commercials, ads.
It's streaming. How the hell do we got commercials and ads? You shouldn't need that shit if you keep going up on the membership.
Like, these streaming apps is costing as much as they're going to just having cable.
All this shit is a play. Now? All this shit is a play. The cable company that you're working so extremely hard to get rid of it, you know they get a profit now, right? You don't even have to leave their service to go and find Netflix. they got it there for you, right in your face. All you got to do is put your account information in. So that's why companies like Netflix is going up. You think it's going up because all these movies are costing? No, the pockets for the money is growing. That is what it is. I'm telling you, 10 years ago, we was trying to run from Fios. We was trying to get as far away from Xfinity, Comcast as we could. And they say, oh, we see where y'all going. We going to integrate all your favorite streaming apps on the Comcast box.
But even if it's on a box,
we gonna trick them into believing that they need all these stations they still got
because they can access it from the platform.
They know Netflix has CW movie shows, HBO, all the shows that you pay. We are getting played right in our goddamn faces. But anyway, I don't give a shit. There's some good shows. Apple TV, you need to do a better job of advertising your goddamn shows. People should know about this. People shouldn't find out about Presumed Innocent word of mouth.
Man, Presumed
Innocent. When I tell people about Presumed Innocent, I'll be like, you need to watch it. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, I know. You need to go watch it. And then they hit me back and was like, oh my God. I did not expect that.
That thing?
So, episode 8, final episode, y'all. The verdict. That's the episode. The verdict was Rusty defended himself at the end,
and
represented himself at the end, and beat those two fuckers. Fuck one and fuck two.
No, I would say fuck boy 1 and douchebag 2.
No,
because he shouldn't have
I'm telling you what his previous attorney said when he first. Fuck 1 and fuck 2. He beat fuck 1 and fuck 2. And if you're watching the show, you know what I mean. But let me tell y'all, nothing about this show could have prepared me for the last 15 minutes of episode 8. Nothing. I was not prepared. I was so not prepared that I started watching again. Because I was looking for the tail signs to show me that the daughter killed Caroline.
Hey, the whole time I was like, she's displaying her white side.
And I'm sorry, listen to me. We are at minute 35 minutes. You can pass at least to about 38, maybe 39 minutes. And we'll stop spoiling it for you. I'm going to keep talking. Nothing could prepare me. I blame the son. I blame the wife. I
never blamed the wife.
I blame the wife. She was bitter. She had bitter tendencies.
I blame the son. I blame the other prosecutor.
I never blamed the daughter.
I said she was displaying like...
But here is the problem. Everyone went to therapy but the daughter. Everybody went to therapy.
Man.
Nothing could have told me that the daughter did it. I'm talking about, listen, first of all, they wanted us to believe so bad it was either Rusty or the prosecutor. They wanted us.
Or the son. No, they wanted us to think it was the son.
And the fact that Rusty tried his hardest in his closing to point it all towards her son and her ex-husband was freaking genius. And it worked. That is honestly just one of the reasons why they were able to win their case. Because they just was better than fuck 1 and fuck 2.
Man.
Fuck 1 and fuck 2, specifically fuck 1, was just so immersed in it. He was actually floored when he found out all this was going on.
Is it a Grammy or Emmy that you went for?
It's Emmy.
Rusty, whatever his real name is, need one because homeboy got to that scene as if he never seen that damn scene.
You see what I'm saying?
Like he
Who
never
could have
seen
shown
her
me
dead.
that he had already seen her dead and that he altered the scene
Oh my!
to make it seem like it was a part of another
Gosh.
case that him and Carolyn were prosecuting against. So like, just boy, I'm telling you, get you. And I know, listen, I hear in these streets that it is a big conversation that Mayor of Kingstown is walking circles around presumed innocent. I'm here to tell you that it's a cock of bullshit.
No.
And Mayor of Kingstown this season is amazing, better than ever. It still can't do shit about this.
Presumed innocent. 8 episodes.
Listen to me.
What?
We've sat there under the influence.
What?
And when we are under the influence, we see all the flaws in real time. We ain't seen a flaw in presumed innocent. They have did an awesome job. And do you know, I hear they are not even pushing the funds towards another season of presumed innocent. That they're actually doing a budget cut. How are y'all doing if you spit? See, the problem with Apple is you motherfuckers think y'all the conglomerates. You think you ain't got to work for the customer base. You think y'all could just put shit out there and we just gonna receive it because so many people got Apple phones and shit.
So we've seen 3 shows so far on Apple TV. That's been amazing. So we had
Sonya, it's been more.
Defending
Jacob. Presumed innocent. I've also seen my soccer show. I'm talking
about like these suspense. Like,
yeah, it's been 3 in a row.
Yeah, and now we're on.
What's the joint on M&M?
MGM.
Yeah, MGM TV.
Yeah, what's the with the judge?
Shit.
With Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, we gonna get it.
Forrest Whitaker and what's his name? What's his name on Raising Kanan? Ronnie.
Yeah. Ronnie, yeah.
But
the Empire of Ocean Park and its politics.
Man.
Y'all, I'm gonna tell you.
3 episodes in.
Oh yeah, it's only 3 episodes. Yeah. We ain't gonna spoil this because I know people are really trying to get in tune in it, but I'm gonna let you know. This is no ad. No one is paying us for it, but it's a good show. You should go watch it. It's on MGM TV. I think that's formerly known as Cinemax, but don't hold me to it because I might be wrong.
But yeah, Presumed Innocent. If you ain't watched it, you really missing out on a good one.
Hell yeah.
Because
but also, Apple TV don't make it easy for you to find their ass either. Or subscribe to them.
You put the wrong thing here. Let's see.
Oh, Epic.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, MGM used to be Epic, so I'll tell you, if you looking for some TV shows to watch, you guys, it's a lot to watch. Go to your local cell company and see if they'll throw Apple TV in for free some way, somehow. Or pay the $1.99 or whatever it costs. And you can do it in a month. You can watch all the TV shows on that joint in a month. And if you don't like what you see and think it's going to continue, you can unsubscribe. I found it was free for me. So, and no, you will not gain my access. I'm charging. I'm charging. I'm charging. They getting money off of me. They getting nothing off of me. So it can't hurt for me to charge.
They getting y'all to watch. Y'all gotta watch these shows.
That's it? Oh, yeah, shit.
We ended with the shows.
Oh, shit. So long. It's like, nah. Thank you for listening to another episode of MTMJ Podcast with the Wife, episode 162. Make sure you watch us on Patreon. Listen, support the podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/MTMJPodwthewife. And subscribe, rate, comment, like, share, so we can continue this engagement with you guys.
Sharing is caring.
And we're out. Peace.